Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that might just change the way you approach dating forever. Now, I know what you're thinking. Vulnerability? In dating? Ellen, are you sure you haven't been hanging out with too many love gurus? And to that, I say maybe. But trust me on this one. We're talking about letting your guard down, being your true self, and connecting on a deeper level. I know it can be a little scary, kind of like trying a new dance move in public for the first time. But just like that dance move, being vulnerable can lead to amazing things. Stay tuned as we uncover why vulnerability is your secret weapon in the dating world. Get ready to laugh, maybe shed a tear or two, happy tears, I promise. And most importantly, learn how to build stronger, more meaningful connections. Chapter 1. Building Trust and Connection. So, how does vulnerability build trust and connection? It's a question that many of us ponder, especially in the early stages of a relationship. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it's a powerful tool for creating deep and meaningful connections. Well, think of it like this. Imagine you're meeting someone new and they're all, "I'm perfect. I never make mistakes." They present themselves as flawless, almost too good to be true. I can eat a whole pizza in one sitting without getting a stain on my shirt. First of all, impressive on the pizza thing. But let's be honest, it's a bit hard to believe, right? And if you can't quite believe everything someone's saying, it's tough to trust them fully. Trust is built on authenticity and honesty, not on a facade of perfection. Now imagine that same person saying, I'm a little nervous to be here. I really want to make a good impression. Suddenly they seem more real, more human. That's relatable. That's human. And suddenly, you feel like you can let your guard down a little too. You start to see them as someone you can connect with on a deeper level. Vulnerability is about showing your human side, flaws and all. It's about saying, hey, I'm not perfect and that's okay. It's about being open and honest about who you are. And when you do that, you give other people permission to do the same. You create a safe space where everyone feels comfortable being themselves. It creates a space for genuine connection, where you can both relax, be yourselves, and build a foundation of trust. This foundation is crucial for any relationship to thrive. Because let's face it, who wants to date a robot? Well, besides someone who's also a robot, I guess. But even robots need to show a bit of vulnerability to connect with each other. But even then, wouldn't they want a robot who's at least a little bit vulnerable? A robot that can show some personality, some quirks, some imperfections? It's all about balance, people. Balancing the need to present our best selves with the need to be authentic and real. When we strike that balance, we open the door to deeper, more meaningful connections. Chapter 2. Authenticity and Openness. Let's talk about authenticity and openness. These two qualities are the foundation of any meaningful relationship. Without them, connections can feel shallow and unfulfilling. These are like the bread and butter of a vulnerable, connected relationship. They allow us to truly see and be seen by our partners, creating a space where genuine intimacy can flourish. When you're authentic, you're showing up as your true self, not some curated, filtered version you think others want to see. This means embracing your flaws, quirks, and all the little things that make you unique. It's like the difference between posting a perfectly posed selfie and a goofy picture of you laughing with your friends. The latter captures the essence of who you are, unfiltered and real. Which one do you think shows the real you? The answer is obvious. The candid moments, the genuine laughter, these are the snapshots of our true selves. Which one do you think people connect with more? Authenticity resonates because it's relatable. People are drawn to what's real, what's honest. Being open goes hand in hand with authenticity. It's about letting your guard down and allowing others to see the real you, not just the highlights. It's about sharing your thoughts, feelings, and experiences, even the ones that make you a little uncomfortable. This vulnerability is what deepens connections and fosters trust. It's about saying, "This is me, take it or leave it." It's a bold statement, but it's also an invitation for others to do the same. Now, I'm not saying you have to spill your deepest, darkest secrets on the first date. That might be a little much and could overwhelm the other person. That might be a little much. Instead, start with small steps. Share a little bit about yourself, something that gives a glimpse into who you are. But sharing something personal, even if it's just a small insecurity or a funny story about your childhood, can make a big difference. These small revelations can pave the way for deeper conversations. It shows the other person that you trust them enough to be vulnerable with them And that's a powerful thing. Trust is the cornerstone of any strong relationship. Plus, it helps them feel comfortable opening up to you in return. When both people in a relationship are open and authentic, it creates a safe space for honesty and growth. And before you know it, you're having real, honest conversations, building a connection that goes beyond surface level. This is where true intimacy and understanding are born. Chapter 3. Deeper Relationships. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, Ellen, vulnerability sounds great and all, but does it actually lead to deeper relationships? And the answer is a resounding yes. Think about the people you feel closest to in your life, the ones who make you feel at home, the ones who you can call at any hour of the day or night, the ones you can truly be yourself around, the ones who know your flaws and love you anyway. These are the relationships where you don't have to wear a mask or pretend to be someone you're not. Chances are you've been vulnerable with each other. You've opened up about your insecurities, your past, and your dreams for the future. You've shared your hopes, your fears, your dreams. You've let them see the parts of you that you might hide from the rest of the world. You've let each other see the real you. And in doing so, you've built a bond that's based on authenticity and trust. And that's what creates a deep, lasting connection. It's not just about the good times, but also about being there for each other during the tough times. It's not about being perfect or always having it together. It's about showing up, even when things are messy and complicated. It's about being real, being open, and letting someone see your heart. It's about allowing yourself to be seen in your most vulnerable state. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable in a relationship, you create space for intimacy, both emotional and physical. You allow the other person to truly know you, and in turn, you get to know them on a deeper level. You build a foundation of trust and understanding that can weather any storm. This foundation becomes the bedrock of your relationship, allowing you to face challenges together. And that's the kind of relationship we all deserve, right? One where we can be our true selves without fear of judgment. One where we feel seen, heard, and loved for who we truly are. A relationship that nurtures our soul and helps us grow into the best version of ourselves. Chapter 4. Courage and Rewards. Let's be real. Being vulnerable takes courage. It means putting yourself out there, risking rejection, and opening yourself up to the possibility of getting hurt. And that's scary. But here's the thing about courage. It's not the absence of fear. It's doing something even though you're afraid. It's taking that leap of faith, even if you're not sure what's on the other side. And the rewards of vulnerability are so worth the risk. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open yourself up to a whole new level of connection, intimacy, and love. You attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are, flaws and all. And even if things don't work out, you can walk away knowing that you showed up authentically. And that's something to be proud of. So be brave, be bold, and most importantly, be yourself. You never know what amazing things might happen when you let your guard down. Chapter 5. Practicing Vulnerability. Okay, so you're ready to embrace vulnerability, but how do you actually do it? It's like learning a new dance move. It takes practice. Here are a few tips to get you started. 1. Start small. You don't have to bare your soul on the first date. Try sharing a small insecurity or a funny story. 2. Be honest about your feelings. If you're feeling nervous, say so. It shows that you're being authentic. 3. Ask open-ended questions. This encourages the other person to open up as well. 4. Listen actively. Really pay attention to what the other person is saying, both verbally and non-verbally. 5. Be patient. Vulnerability is a process, not a destination. It takes time to build trust and connection. Remember, vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. It's about being brave enough to be yourself, even when it's scary. So go out there, be vulnerable, and watch as you attract amazing people and experiences into your life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. We love hearing from you and your experiences. Remember, being vulnerable is a strength, not a weakness. It takes courage to be open and honest, and the rewards are so worth it. See you in the next video.